Hey, my name is Malcolm Carter. I'm a receiver for the Montreal Alouettes. This is my 5th month at LPS, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. Before I was training at LPS, I was training out in Ottawa, where my school was at Carleton. My trainer out there had a different philosophy. He was more into flexibility and change of direction, which was what I needed at the time for my combine. But now I needed to put on more muscle mass and to be able to handle the length and extensive season of the CFL. So I feel that LPS has helped me in that sense of being able to build up my muscle and also just my flexibility and the depth of my squat, which would help with my explosion too. I got into football about 10 years ago. I was watching Randy Moss and Tom Brady get together and throw touchdowns, and Randy Moss just kind of spoke to me, and I loved his aura, and it just kind of showed me that a tall person like me can also get into football, and there's no really height restrictions for it, and it stuck with me. I always played basketball and I ran track growing up, but there was just something about when I would be running down the field and I see the ball getting thrown to me, and everything kind of just slows down, and I just fell in love with that moment where the ball's in the air, and I just knew it was only me coming down with the ball, and I was just that was the moment where it just clicked for me, and I was like, oh, there's no other sport for me right now. Some of the challenges I had were, even though I had an ability to play at the next level, you still have to realize you have to take coaching points from coaches, and you have to listen. There was a point where when I was at Carleton, I was struggling with that. And me and the coaches, then there was a rift in between us. So when I went down to junior ball for those years, I made sure to ask my coaches what I could do better to improve my game in all facets of it. Not just the offense, but also on special teams, to get off blocks, to make some tackles. I need to learn more about the game and not just focus on what I could do. I need to learn what else I could do just to stay on the field, and that kind of helped me when I got to the Montreal, especially with the coaches. I would be right in their ear, just asking what would I do wrong on that last play, what could I do better for the next time, and they really dug that, and they like how I always wanted to get better, and that was for me. If I had the ability to do one thing, it probably would honestly come to LPS when I was in Toronto earlier, just because just to build on my muscle mass just a bit sooner. Coming out of high school, I wasn't strong at all. I was relying on my university to help me get there, but I should have done that myself and found a program to help lift and just build my strength. So my first year university, I would come out the gates flying and be ready to attack, and I feel this place would have helped me out with that. Well, I'm ready. I already beat all my maxes on all my lifts here, on my bench, my squat, my power clean, and I never even did snatches before, but they've told me, I know it helps with my explosion, so I was all for that and ready to go, and learned how to do a snatch, already improved it by, I think, 100 kilos. I'm trying to get to 100 kilos before season. I think I can reach that goal with this training, and right now, just keep improving. That's my goal to do each and every day here. Between here and elsewhere there is a sense of community here, but there are also a sense of everyone pushing each other to get better each and every day. Because each person comes in and they want to beat their previous goals or the previous week, and they're it kind of tells you you can't stick with what you did last week. You always have to keep improving like everyone else. But everyone's real positive about that. They always say hey man, you can do it. You can beat yourself. You can beat what you did last week. Just keep grinding, and you got this. And I kind of get that sets with me real nice, and and I embrace that real nice. I would tell young players don't worry, always keep your head up. Don't worry what everyone else is telling you. Figure out your own path, because everyone's different. But I would just say get in the weight room. Make sure your schooling's in order, and just make sure you found what works for you. Because as I said, everyone's different. So whatever works for you as long as you're strong and you get your strength up and your schooling's in order, like teams will find you and teams will want you to play for them. And always remember to also remember you always can learn something every day. So don't get your I guess your plug your ears and like trying to push forward in that way. But also remember your coaches can help you get better every day. So just keep asking them what you can do to get better. I did struggle when I got to university because I did divert my eyes and I guess get more into the party aspect. But as I kept going on, I realized that it needs school. So I kind of like just pushed away the partying and just like focused down on school for a bit. But like it was a bit too late after I already got in trouble with schooling. So like I kind of learned the wrong way. So I hope like the younger kids learn to don't get to my situation and learn earlier and I guess get focused on school more too. For the next step for me after this year would be to make sure I'm on the active roster majority of the weeks. I know I can't say I want to be a majority for the whole year because it's football, things can happen, knock on wood. But I would like to be able to contribute to my team's success in any way possible, and like hopefully that means me being on the field or me contributing on any of the plays. I feel like with this training I've done this year has put me in a great position to achieve that goal. So we'll see how it goes this year. I think I can make a splash in the CFL.